Today is 17th July, and this is the oral test of modern history, theme 11, Rebels and the Raj. This is the first part. All right. What was the date? What is the formal date recognized as the beginning of the revolt of 1857? Raise your hand. Who can tell? The formal date, Sana?
Sir, I think it's 12th May.
12th May, Apurva.
So it's 10th May 1857.
Very good. It is 10th May 1857. All right. The revolt began in a battalion of cavalry in the British Army. True or false? The revolt began in a battalion of cavalry in the British Army. Sahil, why is it wrong?
It was an infantry battalion.
Infantry battalion. ठीक है. If possible, get the name of the battalion. NCERT में नहीं था, but it can be asked. कौन सी में हुआ? Okay. The revolt did not spread to the cavalry regiments. True or false? The revolt did not spread to the cavalry regiments. False. सब में हुआ था. Okay, it touched everyone. Okay. Some British officers revolted against the company. They were on the side of the sepoys. Some British officers revolted against the company. True or false? Think of it, then answer. Mansi, why is it false?
Sir, I don't think some British officers were in the support of the sepoys because the revolt was heavily crushed by
Heavily
them.
crushed by them. Okay. Okay. Who can tell? I'm assuming those who are marking as like some British officers did revolt because of some. It's always a possibility, right? But if some British officers did revolt, is it not a big enough thing to be mentioned in our books? It should be, right? If some Britishers and officers, I'm saying, I'm not just saying Britishers. If some British officers revolted along with the sepoys, ये तो बहुत बड़ी खबर हो गई. You would have read in your chapters about that Hamwant Singh or Hanwant Singh, right? That person who protected a British officer and then said कि भाई हम तुमको अभी तुम यहाँ से जाओ and I will try to drive you people out of my country. वैसा भी अगर रिपोर्ट है तो this is a bigger thing than this, ना कि लैंड लॉर्ड प्रिवेंटेड सम ये प्रोटेक्टेड अ ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर. इससे बड़ी ही खबर हुई ना ये. तो अगर कोई ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर रिवोल्ट किया होता, this is a would have heard thing. It should be mentioned in our books. Do you agree? Give me thumbs up if you agree. Give me face emoji if you don't agree. Right? So it's better to go with would have heard in this and marking it as false. Shansha.
So I believe there is a box on NCERT which mentions about the conversation between Tehsildar and that officer who was dressed in Indian clothes.
Huh.
So he was.
I said he was an Indian working in the British.
Sir,
This thing,
that it was a British officer, British police officer, who went to
वो जो spy
pay his
था.
homage. Yes.
Spy की बात कर रहे हो ना? अच्छा, एक सेकेंड. ब्रिटिश था. Yes, you are correct. British था, लेकिन was he in favor of the revolt?
Francois Sistine.
Can you tell me the page? I think I'm.
So it's 291.
291. That
Francois Sistan and that Sistan and
Francois Sistan, okay. Sistan and the Tehsildar. So what is it saying? In the context of communication of message, the experience of Francois Sistan, a native Christian police officer in Sitapur. He was a native officer, no? He was a native Christian. He was Christian, but he was
Sir,
native.
yeah, he was a English officer, but the conversation talks about that he was mistaken by the Tehsildar that he might be a person who favors, or he might be one of those who favors the rebel, because the Tehsildar of Bijnor was later recognized as
That's
a rebel.
okay. That's okay. But the statement which I asked is very clear. Some British officers, that means officers of British origin, they are British officers. This is firstly saying he's a native Christian police officer. In case you are saying that he was an English person, he was not an English person. देसी था, Christian था, लेकिन देसी था, native था. दूसरी बात, even if they felt कि some British officers were in favor of the revolt, ये book में mention नहीं है. ये तो उड़ती खबरें हैं, उस टाइम पे क्या बात चल रही थी, ये तो वो बात बता रहा है. ऐसे तो कहीं नहीं बोला है कि फॉर्मली नहीं बोला हुआ है, सना.
Sir, I think even if he was a British official, he did not give any information. So in the box, it's written that he recognized that the official, that the person, the talukdar he's talking to, he might be a spy, he might be someone who is involved in the revolt.
Yes.
So he acted smart and did not give the actual information. So he
No,
was
that's true.
not in favor of the revolt.
That's true. The point, the broad point, मोटी बात ये है कि अगर कोई ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर रिवोल्ट किया होता तो हमें बुक में मेंशन होना चाहिए था, राइट? You all are agreeing with this. So that's it. So if this statement comes, it's better to mark it false, even if some is there. That's why I framed the statement, just to trap you with some. तो जरूरी नहीं है हर जगह some true होता है, ठीक है? Okay. Rural people participated in the revolt, but urban people did not. True or false? Rural population participated, but the urban population did not. Arya, why is it true?
Sir, the peasants were also took part in the revolt, and they
Yes.
were against the moneylenders and the.
No, that's okay. But the
population.
question is saying the urban population did not participate. Where is the evidence of that? Did the
Yes.
urban population not participate?
I don't know, sir.
So you should listen to the question fully, carefully,
Okay.
and completely, and then think about it and mark. It's very clearly mentioned in the book that it was a popular revolt. Revolt is of the people, mutiny is of those in वर्दी, ठीक है, those in uniform. तो सिपाहीज की बात करोगे तो म्यूटिनी बोलते हैं, रिवोल्ट पॉपुलेशन की बात करोगे तो रिवोल्ट बोलते हैं. एंड इट वाज अ पॉपुलर रिवोल्ट, एवरीबॉडी पार्टिसिपेटेड, हर कोई था उसमें. तो बस कुछ भी आए सबने पार्टिसिपेट किया. देयर वाज, ऐसा कहीं नहीं लिखा है कि कुछ सेक्शन ऑफ पीपल एक्सेप्ट फॉर दोज हु सपोर्टेड द ब्रिटिशर्स, जो राजाज और वो सब थे, उनको छोड़ के जनरली पीपल पार्टिसिपेटेड. ओके, check. Telegraph technology had not developed by 1857. Telegraph technology had not developed by 1857. False, it was developed. Okay. The sepoys took several weeks to reach Delhi from Meerut. The sepoys took several weeks to reach Delhi from Meerut. False. एक दिन में पहुंच गए थे. One day. Okay. 10th में रिवोल्ट किया, 11th में दिल्ली पहुंच गए. The revolt targeted only the Britishers. True or false? The revolt targeted only the Britishers. False. Okay, good. Bahadur Shah was unwilling to lead the revolt. Bahadur Shah was unwilling to lead the revolt. Skand, why is it false? Where are you?
No, sir. It's true actually. By mistake,
It's true. Yes, it's true. Rani Jhansi was unwilling to lead the revolt. Rani Jhansi was unwilling to lead the revolt. It is true. She was unwilling. Again, Skand, is it by mistake? Okay. It's true. Okay. She was unwilling. Birjis Qadr was unwilling to lead the revolt. Birjis Qadr was unwilling to lead the revolt. Why is it false, Samakshi?
Sir, the way it is mentioned in the book, जो unwilling है उनके नाम साथ में लिखे हैं. About him, we have written later, and anyways जो अवध से थे fighters, they were actually wanting to revolt. Like they were
देखो
not.
इसमें थोड़ा सा डाउटफुल है. सेम लॉजिक जो तुम लगा रहे हो उसी लॉजिक से मुझे लग रहा है कि वो अनविलिंग है, बिकॉज वहीं पे ही कुंवर सिंह की बात हो रही है, वहीं पे ही इसकी रानी झांसी की बात हो रही है, सेम पैराग्राफ में विद द सेम टोन. अगर विलिंग वाले होते तो थोड़ा सा अलग करके प्रॉब्ली नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में होता. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई फील कि अनविलिंग था. तुम कह रही हो विलिंग था, ठीक है, दैट्स एन इंटरप्रिटेशन. तो इसको एक बार कंफर्म कर लेना if that is how it is going, because in the same breath these names are mentioned in the same paragraph. तो ये तो बहुत बड़ा चेंज हो जाएगा ना विलिंग और अनविलिंग का एक ही पैराग्राफ में. और तो जनरली ऐसा नहीं होता है, एक पैराग्राफ में एक टाइप की बात होती है. तो आई थिंक ही वाज अनविलिंग, पर कंफर्म कर लेना फिर भी. ठीक है.
सर इसके साथ साथ जो रानी ऑफ झांसी है, जब हम पॉपुलर लिटरेचर में सुनते हैं पढ़ते हैं तब तो वी सी दैट शी वाज विलिंग.
यस,
एनसीईआरटी सीम्स टू अपोज इट, सो
विल गो विद एनसीईआरटी. विल गो विद एनसीईआरटी, है ना, बिकॉज वो डिनाई नहीं कर सकते ना. तो दिन को रात कहोगे तो रात कहेंगे, रात को दिन कहोगे तो दिन कहेंगे. वही मोहब्बत है हमको एनसीईआरटी से. ओके,
ठीक है सर.
आगे चलते हैं. शहनशाह.
Sir, is this now the final thing that the Birjis Qadr was not willing to?
It's not final. It's not final. Please check it. Actually, Chat GPT पे देख इस टाइप की चीज है ना. The best platform is Chat GPT या Perplexity AI. Perplexity PERPLEXITY. Perplexity AI करके वेबसाइट है. वो सोर्स भी देता है. यू पुट एनी इन्फॉर्मेशन, वो जहां से ड्रॉ कर रहा है उसका वो सोर्स भी देगा. PDF हो चाहे अदर वेबसाइट, उसका लिंक भी देता है, चाहे विकिपीडिया हो चाहे कहीं से भी दे वो. तो यू कैन कंफर्म इट एट योर एंड. आई विल नॉट हैव द टाइम एक्चुअली टू डू दिस, नहीं तो मैं खुद करके बता देता. तो जहां पर भी डाउट आ रहा है, यू पीपल प्लीज बी माई आईज एंड ईयर्स. तो एक बार कंफर्म कर लेना. इन केस ये अभी के लिए, कैन वी अग्री दैट ही वाज अनविलिंग बिकॉज इट्स मेंशन्ड इन द सेम पैराग्राफ? कैन वी अग्री वाज अनविलिंग?
I guess yes, sir, because
लेट्स
tone and
अग्री
tenor
ऑन
is
ही वाज अनविलिंग. पता कर लेना अपने एंड पे. इफ ही वाज विलिंग तो एविडेंस मेरे को शेयर कर देना. आई विल अपडेट इन द ग्रुप. ठीक है. ओके, थोड़ा फास्ट चलते हैं, 15 मिनट हो गया. विल हैव टू बी ओके. शाहमल एंड गुन्नू वर ट्राइबल लीडर्स ऑफ द रिवोल्ट. शामल एंड गुन्नू वर ट्राइबल लीडर्स ऑफ द रिवोल्ट. Why is it false, Apurva?
I think only Gunu was the tribal leader.
शामल गया था.
I think cultivator.
कल्टिवेटर. शामल जाट था, जाट कम्युनिटी से था, यूपी से था. वो ट्राइबल नहीं था और ये ट्राइबल था, कोल कम्युनिटी से. ओके. मौलवी अहमदुल्ला शाह was also known as Danka Shah. True or false? Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah was also known as Danka Shah. True. Okay, just as a side note, don't get confused with Danka Shah. We also have a Danka Shah in our present government. So don't think that because of that, like, you know, the present Danka Shah is different. Okay, so don't get confused. Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah led the 22nd Native Infantry in the revolt. Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah led the 22nd Native Infantry in the revolt. I didn't take names, Samakshi. True or false? Come on. Why is it false, Arya?
Sir, he was known for Battle of Chinnahat.
Huh.
Nothing about 22nd Infantry.
So you said it's false, na? Or you said it's true? He led or he did not lead?
He did not lead.
नहीं तो he led ना? नहीं, he led.
सब बैटल में ही
वही
पार्टिसिपेटेड
तो था.
नहीं सर बैटल में ही डिड नॉट लीड आई चेक्ड इट बैटल
He led the revolt. He was the leader mentioned in the book.
He led the mutinous. He was elected by the mutinous 22nd Native Infantry as their leader. इसमें क्या doubt है?
The revolt तो yes but not the battle. The battle is the battle of Chinnahat ऐसा कुछ नाम है वो किसी और ने लीड किया है.
एक बार देख लेना. I doubt that because अगर इतना famous बंदे के context में कोई battle लिखा है तो generally ऐसा ही होता है कि उसने lead ही किया होगा, है ना?
It's
और
written, na? He
हाँ,
fought
it
in the-
is. हाँ, वही it is written. So the doubt is whether he led or not. If it is a famous person we are talking of and some battle, तो chances वही हो गए कि वो lead किया होगा. Just confirm this once, Samakshi, if you have doubt. And तो ये 22nd Native Infantry वाला गलत नहीं है point. It's true. He did lead 22nd Native Infantry. He was chosen by the sepoys. And Battle of Chinnahat में lead किया था. And he was defeated in the Battle of Chinnahat. True or false? He was defeated in the Battle of Chinnahat. उसमें भेज देना सामक्षी.
हाँ सर
टेलीग्राम पे. हाँ. he was not defeated, Chandra. He won the Battle of Chinnahat. Henry Lawrence, British officer था other side, उसको हराया था. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah was an unwilling leader of the revolt. Maulvi, he was not an unwilling. Okay, he was a willing person. Okay. The acceptance of Bahadur Shah legitimized the revolt. The acceptance of Bahadur Shah legitimized the revolt. This should not be a problem. Okay. No cantonment west of Delhi participated in the revolt. No cantonment west of Delhi participated in the revolt. Simple question है. True होना चाहिए. False. No cantonment. False. कुछ तो rise किया होगा. इतना popular हुआ था. कुछ rise किया हो सकता है. False होगा. Okay. Muslim religious leaders or Maulvis did not participate in the revolt. Muslim religious leaders did not participate. False हो, सब participate किया था. Okay. It was rumored that the bullets of Thompson rifles were greased with fat of pig and cow. It was rumored that bullets of Thompson rifles were why okay. Why is it true, Priya?
There is no evidence. British tried to prove that it was a rumor among the masses.
Okay. Why is it false, Ognish?
So it was Enfield rifle.
It was Enfield rifle. It was not Thompson rifles. Okay, that's the trap. Enfield rifles were introduced under the Governor Generalship of Dalhousie. Enfield rifles were introduced under the Governor Generalship. False. What is the correct answer, Ritu?
Sir General Harding.
Harding, huh? Okay. People, native Indians, people believe that British rule would completely end on the centenary of the Battle of Plassey. That is on 23rd June 1857. The people believe that the British rule will completely end on the centenary. True hai ye. Rumor. Why is it false, Apurva?
So by mistake.
Okay. ये ट्रू ही होगा. Even if it says completely and don't think completely बहुत strong word है, इसलिए भाई जो भी चीज होती है completely खत्म होती है, partially क्या खत्म होता है, ठीक है? तो completely word is immaterial here. Forcible implementation of alien laws and policies were the root of the popular disenchantment with the British rule. forcible implementation of alien laws and policies. True. Okay, this is true. A cherry that will drop into our mouth one day. Who said this and in what context? Skand.
Lord Dalhousie in 1851 in context of annexing it.
Okay. British residents were posted in only those states that were not under direct British rule. British residents were posted in only those states that were not under direct British rule. Why is it false, Siddhi?
Because in other places where they were not directly posted, there was a system of subsidiary alliance also. And
They were not directly posted. They were directly posted, no?
but
वो
sir,
कहाँ पोस्ट हुए थे? कहाँ होते थे पोस्ट?
where the annexation has taken place and where
Has taken place. No. जब NXC कर लिया तो resident का क्या काम है? अब Krishna, why is it false?
सर ओनली के वजह से पॉज करा मे
No.
बी कहीं
उनका
subsidiary
purpose क्या? No. What was the purpose? What was their purpose? The purpose was to control the government of the area, वो ना region. जो भी राजा था उसको कंट्रोल करने का था. Ognish?
So we don't have any evidence, right? Like whether
The
it is
evidence is in the NCERT, Ognish. Only करके ही बोला हुआ है. Okay?
okay, then I missed it.
हाँ. You need to read carefully.
Yes.
वो कहाँ है वो पेज देखना पड़ेगा. It'll cost time, but वो लिखा हुआ है.
296 पे साइड में पिंक बॉक्स.
Okay. Thank you.
Resident was the designation of a who lived in a state which was not under direct British rule. Only if, even if it's not saying only, still it will be true only, na? Don't make it false just because I'm giving only. The residents were meant for that. So you understand the purpose of resident and then you mark the answer. It'll be true. Okay. Subsidiary alliance protected the ally from both external as well as internal threats. Subsidiary alliance protected the, ध्यान से सुनो एक बार, उसके बाद मार्क करना. Subsidiary alliance protected the ally from both external as well as internal. Internal में भी करता था. True or false? Now give me your answer once again. Nupun, why is it false? Ambika, why is it false? True. Priya, why is it false?
I thought they only protect external interference.
Samakshi, same wo? Okay. Why is it true? Ognish?
So it is written both in
Yes,
internal.
it is written. ध्यान से पढ़ो. It is written both internal and external. वो तो मैंने जबरदस्ती किया कि ध्यान से सुनो और घबरा गए. ऐसे नहीं, चेंज नहीं करना है आंसर. Should read carefully and be confident. UPSC ऐसे ही करेगा ना, जबरदस्ती करेगा स्टेटमेंट्स में. By 1857, अब ध्यान से सुनना. By 1857, most of the coastal regions of India were under direct British control. By 1857, most of the coastal regions of India were under direct British control. Samakshi, I'm waiting for your answer. Everybody will mark this answer. Nobody will say, Sana, वो बताओ, जवाब दो, yes or no. सोच के बोलो. Why is it true, Sana?
So because in the, I don't know if they were under direct control, but in the map only Travancore was exempted from the British territory. So
सामाक्षी ने बहुत ध्यान से दीवार की तरफ देख के सोच के आंसर दिया. सामाक्षी, why is it true?
सर मैं सोच रही थी कि ब्रिटिश के लिए इट इज प्रॉफिटेबल अगर वो कोस्टल एरियाज को डायरेक्ट कंट्रोल करे.
ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही है। सना का भी ठीक है, तुम्हारा भी ठीक है।
कैमरा ऑन करके ज्यादा टेंशन होती है।
लेकिन ये समझ में आएगा कि कितना पता चल रहा है। लाइक आई एज योर इंस्ट्रक्टर विल नो कहाँ स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो, कहाँ आराम से बता रहे हो। इट इज ट्रू, बेटर अप्रोच इज ऑफ सनाज, क्योंकि वो मैप बेसिस पे उसका एविडेंस ज्यादा सॉलिड है, मैप बेसिस पे जा रही है। मैप देखोगे तो ब्रिटिश का टेरिटरी दिखेगा। अदरवाइज सामाक्षी's अप्रोच इज आल्सो फाइन। आश्रय,
So is it correct to say the direct word in the statement? The direct control was there.
हाँ, because of the map ना, territory under British control,
Okay, sir.
right? Because the other ones are yellow, which are not under British control. They will be the princes, right? The removal of talukdars by the British was one of the reasons of popular resentment against the British. The removal of talukdars was one of the reasons of popular resentment against the British. That's true. That's true. Okay, good. Most of the soldiers in the Bengal army were from Calcutta and the surrounding regions. Most of the soldiers in the Bengal army were from Calcutta and the surrounding regions. Why is it false, Ognish?
It's from Awadh, sir.
Good. They were from Awadh. So this is a trap which UPSC gives in many statements. इसको too inviting कर देगा या too वो कर देगा. I mean this is like stupidly simple. Just because it is Bengal Army, जिसने नहीं पढ़ा है वो सोचेगा अच्छा बंगाल कैलकाटा तो true होगा. वो इस टाइप का नहीं देता है वो. जहां ऐसा कुछ मिले तो वो generally वो statements are too inviting to be true. वो false होते हैं वो. All right. Okay. So today we have done it by our expected time. Let me just ask some few other questions. Okay. Captain Wright was one of the main British officers who led the counter-attack. Captain Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, was one of the main British officers who led the counter-attack. True or false? Take a call, Sana. Just try to take a call. Sansha, Arya, try karo. Arpita, Azmi, try to take a call. Captain Wright was one of the main British officers who led the counter-attack. Everybody just answer. Everybody should answer. Don't give me blank screens. Repeat karo apna answer. Sana, why is it true? Let me ask Azmi, Sana. Wait. Azmi, why is it true? You said you don't know. Pehle. Abhi true bola.
Sir, maybe because one of the.
Because of one of the. Okay. Okay. Good try. Who else? Acha, true. There were many true. Sana said it's false, right, Sana?
Yes, sir. I assumed it was false.
Why?
Because I could not recall the name, and if he was one of the important ones, I should have recalled it.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. If he were one of the main British officers, तो सुनना चाहिए था ना? क्यों नहीं सुना? लिखा होता ना फिर, कहीं ना कहीं तो लिखा होता. तो true is a better call. Ognish? Sorry, false is a better call. Huh.
Okay.
Ognish, yes.
It's true, right, sir? So in page number 294, it's written, this is one of the rumor whose origin can be traced. Captain Wright, commander of the rifle.
So he was, yes, so he was just a commandant, na? He led the counter attack. This was the question.
Okay.
The question was about counter attack. Samakshi?
Sir, कल हमने भी discuss that painter वाला question. So there we were like famous, and famous का कोई qualifier नहीं है. Similarly,
Yes.
main का भी sir, like at what?
Main means, nahi, famous. Firstly, that famous was in the context of paintings. We don't read British painters, right?
हाँ sir.
And therefore the chances of an unknown name to be true is higher in that context, because we don't study that area, right? British painters. Revolt and counter attack, do we study in detail?
Yes, sir.
We do study ना, कौन सा एरिया, लखनऊ में कौन गया था, दिल्ली में कौन गया था, ये पढ़ते हैं हम, लीडर्स भी पढ़ते हैं, एंड ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स जो काउंटर अटैक किया वो भी पढ़ते हैं.
ठीक है सर, हाँ सर, got it.
So would have heard. That's why it's would have heard. Right, everyone, do you agree? Give me thumbs up if yes, face emoji if no. Great. All right. So that will be all, guys. That will be all in today's test. I'll stop the recording.